Hello. Hi, everyone. Here, Tommy Walker, the Mine Engineer, back with another episode in the RSR community live session. I'm going to be sharing this on my profile because I feel that this is a big topic that I want to share with as many people as possible. Remember, these lives take place every week, Mondays and Wednesdays. And the idea is to share knowledge, share tools to help people with their mindset, with their lives, to try to become a greater version of themselves every day. So today I'm going to be talking here in the group and my profile, but normally I'm in different groups where I do this. So if you're interested in knowing more and joining these groups, you can type here #groups and we'll send you the invitation so that you can join and be part of the community and benefit as much as possible. There's free trainings. There's a lot of things going on. And the idea is, again, as I say, normally is helping as many people as possible around the world. I've been doing this now for 14 years and I want to keep doing this and share as much as possible. Remember, I'm also offering this free 2-day challenge to share. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be mind-blowing. I'm working on this, putting together a big summary of what I've been taught for the last 14 years, combining a lot of insight and tools to help you guys start moving forward in your life, or even if you're moving forward, move faster, or whatever it is. So I hope to have you there. If you're interested, again, #challenge, you can write here on social media and we'll reach out to you. And if you're watching live, #live. And if you're watching replay, #replay, guys, that will be awesome. It's nice to see who's around, who's watching, if you're finding interesting what I'm saying. So today I'm going to talk about the dark side of results and how a lot of people out there are using this to benefit themselves, but not truly benefit the people that they're kind of selling whatever to them. And I'm going to talk a little bit deeper with that. So this is destroying people's lives, focusing in results. Hey, Mary, nice of you to stopping by again. Thank you very much. So what is it that I'm saying here, the dark side of results? Like, what does that mean? I know it sounds weird. And as you know, guys, I like, saying things that are, kind of eye-catching, trying to get people to listen to these things. And I'm going to talk very different to what most people talk out there. We need to understand that there is a collective consciousness. What does that mean? This is something that is kind of a lot of people out there, most people, not to say 100%, let's say 99% of people out there, including me, we tend to fall sometimes more often, less often, right, into result-based recognition, result-based acceptance, result-based love. What does that mean? That I'm able to love my partner when they behave and they do the things that I expect. I tend to love my kids when they behave. When they don't behave, I get angry. I take their love away. I threaten them. Maybe some people might hit them, might punish them and things like that. So it's like we live in a world where there's so much things going on result-based. And we need to understand that this is destroying our lives, guys, because when we are so into result-based things, unfortunately, what's going to happen is whenever we don't get the results we think we should, unfortunately, most people go into a downward spiral, beating themselves up mentally, emotionally, telling themselves that they're stupid, thinking that they're stupid, thinking that they're failures and things like that. Type a 1 in the chat if you have ever gone through something like that, where you put a goal, where you set something that you should do, you try to hit it, you're not able to get the result, you're not able to do what you should be doing, and suddenly you find yourself beating yourself up, saying that you're stupid, that you're silly, that you are whatever, right? Negative sentences, negative things that you're telling yourself because you didn't get the result you expected. So we have a big problem with this, guys, because we need to understand that many times, whatever we set expectations, the results that we're looking to get come from the wrong reasons. What does that mean? If I want to make more money because that is going to allow me to feel more freedom, to feel better about myself, to feel good enough towards my family because I'm the provider, I'm already saying I don't feel a good provider. I don't feel a good husband. Maybe just an idea that I'm bringing to you guys. I'm already telling myself that I don't feel like a good husband. I don't feel like a good person. I don't feel that I'm, good enough. And I need this money to try to cover that up. So if I don't really deal with what's going on behind the result that I want, why do I want it? I need to explore what's going on. And many times the ego is going to play games with you, and it's not going to tell you, oh, if I don't get that result, I don't care. It might say that, but it's not going to mean it. That's what I mean. It might say, I talk to a lot of people that tell me, oh, Tommy, I want to make $1 million in the next 2-3 years, whatever, but if I don't make it, I'm fine with it. But as we start going deeper into the mind, they start realizing that they're not fine with it, that result they're looking for is based on insecurities, is based on not feeling good enough, feeling like a failure, or whatever negative belief they have underneath. So trying to obtain results from the wrong reasons, from the wrong mindset, guys, unfortunately, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that people are going to achieve the results or not achieve results? Yes or no? Are people going to be able to achieve the results if they're coming from a place of negativity, not good enough, feeling like a failure, and that's why they want the result? What do you think, guys? Type a yes or a no in the chat if you think people are going to be able to get the results when normally they're coming from that negative mindset, negative beliefs. Yes or no in the chat, guys. What do you think? So the truth is, normally, when we're coming from the wrong mindset, when we're coming from the negative beliefs, those negative stories in the back of our head, there are less chances that you're going to be able to hit those results. Another thing to add to this, apart from analyzing where you're coming from when you're setting those goals, when you're wanting those results, is understanding also that if I come from the ego, this might not be the best option for me. And as you guys know, I believe in spirituality. I believe the universe, God, whatever name you want to put it, right? I believe that we are here to evolve, to become a greater version of ourselves. So if I set a goal, I want a result that is not aligned with my higher purpose, I believe that the universe, God, whatever you want to put name to it, we're not going to get it because it comes from a loving place saying, hey, Tommy, you want this because you don't feel good enough. So unfortunately, you're not going to get it, because if you get it, you might get deviated from where you need to go. So our soul working together with the universe might not get us the results that we want because they might not be meant for us. And I'm going to give you an example, guys. For 19 years now, I haven't been working now in the last 4 or 5 years with this, but for 19 years, I've been running a business to share training, to teach people how to, first aid, rescue, training people to work, train people to work on ambulances. I have been, moving forward with this business for 19 years. For the past 4 or 5 years, I haven't been teaching, but I have other people teaching in my business, right? So for now, 6 years, 6 years ago, yes, I wanted to become a paramedic and study in the United States. And I had to put together back then $25,000 to be able to go study. And I had to pay everything in advance because I had to pay for tuition. I had to pay for many things. And it wasn't that easy to be able to get a loan to study that, right? Because I'm not from the United States. So I was living abroad. I was applying to go study in the States, and I had to put together a lot of money. I was able to put some money together, but unfortunately, I didn't reach the $25,000. So although for 2 years, I was trying to save money, I was trying to look for donations, I was trying to look for different things because that's what's going to help, my business grow and be able to start offering that course here in my country and around Latin America. It never happened. Yes, it never happened. And I felt bad at the beginning, but in the way, I started looking into this option of, going coaching full time. And you know what? If I wouldn't have done that, if I would have gotten the money to study, maybe I wouldn't be sitting over here offering this and doing all the work that I'm doing coaching. So what I believe is the universe closed the door where I thought I had to go, and I thought this was going to be my life's, entire life calling since I started many, many years ago. It wasn't. And I was able to transition now into coaching now for 4 or 5 years, right? And do this full time. But it was not getting those results that I wanted, that I really, truly wanted for 2 years. I fought for them really hard, and it wasn't meant to be. And that was great. I'm so happy it didn't, because now I'm very happy with what I'm doing. And I don't think that the way I wanted to do the course, the training here in Argentina, in Latin America, it would have worked. So I'm so thankful that it didn't happen now, looking back, right, guys? But when I was trying to get it, of course, I didn't feel good about it. But as I started doing the work and everything, I was able to transition. I was able to start feeling good about not getting those results and be okay with what was happening. We need to understand these type of things, because again, we are fed with so much crap about results based. Oh, you're going to be, when you become a billionaire, when you become now a millionaire is just overrated now. People are talking about becoming billionaires, right? All this, society based, mentality of results. People tend to define themselves from the results they get, and tend to not explore and really get to connect with their true self. Because if you truly connect with your true self, if you deeply connect with your true self, are able to discover who you are, the qualities you already have within, the amazing being that you are, you wouldn't need any type of results. And it's a journey, this, of self-discovery, to be able to get rid of that. Many years ago, my life was based, 100% in results based. Now it's much less. Am I over it? No, of course not. I'm still dealing with some stuff. Today I had a session on my own, or off my own, right? I have a friend of mine that coach, that was helping me see my blind spots, right? And I was able to come up with this, the lecture for today, because I was working a little bit. There was a part of me that was, in a way, struggling with results. So I was able to acknowledge, I was able to, understand what was going on. I was able to embrace it, love the part of me, understand what happened in the past. When I was a kid, when I was 3 years old and a half, I was operated on my heart. Imagine this was around 1981, where the person was opened in half, right? My heart was taken out to be able to sew it. There was a big hole in the ventricle, between the ventricles, between the ventricles. So for that little Tommy, I felt that, I was so scared that I wasn't going to make it. And that little Tommy that was scared that it wasn't going to make it was still running in the back of my head. And sometimes even today, looking at different situations, doubting if I was going to make it or not. So I was able to go back, deal with the past, heal, reprogram, and now feel much better. And that's when this came up and said, oh, I could talk about results based, right? The life that we're looking, because many times it is, based in results, is feeling defined by the things that we're able to achieve. So when we don't achieve them, we, in a way, quote unquote, confirm that we're a failure, we're not good enough, we're not worthy, we're not valued, we're not whatever. And this is a big problem, because this starts adding up. And then we have all these people that are in their comfort zone, living a very unhappy life, thinking that there's not much they can do to start making changes in their life. So now we start seeing procrastination, we start seeing overwhelm, we start seeing high levels of stress, we start seeing high levels of anxiety. Then we start seeing burnout, PTSD, we start seeing, of course, depression, and we start seeing a lot of suicide. And it has to do with this, how the mind works, right? If we're basing our life according to the results that we get, good grades, degree, family, amount of money that we make, what toys do we buy, the car, the house, the watch, whatever. All these things, most of the times, are result based, because unfortunately, when we were kids, we were programmed to think that everything, that love is based on performance. So now we look for results because we think that that's the way that we're going to feel loved, accepted, recognized. And this is something I heard Gary Vee the other day say, right? A lot of people work their ass off to be able to have money to pay for things to try to impress others who don't give a shit about you. Seriously, when I heard that, I have read it many times already from different people too, but it was the first time I heard it, it was like, whoa, it is true. A lot of people, I have fallen into that. You know, the car that you drive, the watch that you use, the phone that you have, and people say, oh, you know, I love driving a BMW, I love driving this, I love driving that. Normally, what happens is you feel good of what you think people are going to think about you when they see you with that car. Listen to that again. It's how you feel around the way you think people are going to look at you when you're driving the car. So it's more what you think, what others might think or say about you because of the car that you're doing. But actually, look at this. What I'm going to say is it's what you tell yourself when you see somebody else driving a BMW or a Mercedes-Benz or Ferrari, a Lamborghini, whatever. It's what you feel about the other or think about the other person that is driving the car that makes you want to have the car because you want to feel that about yourself. Yes, it goes back to you about yourself, nothing more, guys. So it doesn't matter what others people are going to think or say, because the truth is, at the end of the day, if you find out that they're happy because of your car, it's going to fade away in the next couple of 5-10 minutes, maybe an hour, or a couple of days. It's going to fade away, and then you're going to need something else to impress again other people. So we got to be very careful when we're looking for results. Where am I coming from? Ask yourself the negative question. Yes, guys. What if I don't get these results, right? How am I going to feel if I'm not able, in my case, right, get the money to be able to study the paramedic course, right, the paramedic career? How am I going to feel about myself? And I did work around that. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't deserving. I was inadequate. And I also felt like a failure. So I had to deal with that to be able to put all my energy into my coaching business. I had other different challenges going along the way with my coaching business. When I started, as I mentioned several times, I was scammed $10,000, right, to be able to get my business going. But all of that made me stronger, allowed me to get rid of more garbage in the mind to be able to become a greater version of myself. Let me know, type a 10 in the chat if this is making sense, guys. Please share there in the chat if this is making sense. Let me go back to camera. Here we go. So we gotta really explore, why do we want these results? Not just because, oh, I want more money because it's gonna be great for my family. That's great, don't get me wrong. But ask yourself, what if I don't get this money? What if I don't get a raise at work? What if I cannot pay the expenses next month? How would that make me feel? It's going to make me feel scared. It's going to make me feel, guilt maybe, or shame, whatever. What is the negative stories you're telling yourself behind not being able to achieve the results that you would like? And by doing that, is going to allow you to be able to explore more on the negative, limiting, false beliefs that you're having in the back of your head that are holding you back in your life. So I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope you can start exploring what's going on in your mind. If you're enjoying these things, let me know. Again, hashtag live if you're watching live, hashtag replay if you're watching replay. Share this with other people that you think might benefit from this. And if you want to know more, join the community. And on the other hand, remember, the 12th and 13th of August, I'm offering this free challenge where I'm going to give a lot of insight. It's going to be several hours, Saturday and Sunday. I understand people work, so it's going to make it easier to be able to reach more people, to help more, share insight and tools to understand how the mind works and start being able to make changes. So thank you very much. If you're watching on social media, I'm going to stay here on Zoom with the people from the community. I hope you like this. Let us know. And I'll see you around, guys. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.